How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to this first CPI video that I'm going to create in a while until the next CPI comes out. And along with all of you, I'm refreshing my Forex Factory page right here to see what digits we're going to see on this month's CPI report from the USA. If you enjoy the rest of the video, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to show you, well, not live what I'm going to do about the CPI, because live, there's nothing really to do. You're waiting, for example, on Bitcoin, as I said in the past few videos, either to break up towards the upside or to break down towards the downside. And currently, we're seeing a red candle. Now, this could just be a fake out. It could be a liquidity grab for price to keep moving up. And let me just tell you real quick right now, if the CPI comes out positive or better than expected. So let's see, the CPI is expected to be 0.2%, right? Now, if it is better or if it is higher than 0.2%, that means that consumer prices increased by more than 0.2%, which means that inflation is worse than we thought it was, which means that more rate hikes are going to come, which would probably push the market down. Now, on the other hand, you have the fact that, if CPI is lower than this figure, that means that the rate hikes have been doing a good job and potentially they could slow down this hiking of rates, which could push the market up. But you got to understand there's a lot of different ways of seeing and dealing with this whole CPI news. As with every news on the market, everybody has their own different outlook on it and how it could potentially affect it. This is how I'm looking at it, and I guess we're just going to wait for the next 4 or 5 minutes and see what happens when it comes to CPI. Until then, let's review all the pairs that we have when it comes to crypto and the US 500 as the last one, because that is the most important and probably it's going to be the most affected currency. Well, not pair, it's an index, but it's going to be the most affected by the CPI because it does represent the whole stock market. So for Bitcoin, as we did say before, it is a pretty gloomy situation, right? If we break down, so if this daily candle today breaks below this area and closes down below. Now, this is not going to happen in the next few hours. It's going to happen, exactly when the daily candle closes. Well, in that case, we're probably moving more bearish, and it could be as a result of the CPI. Now, Bitcoin itself would find it very difficult to break down below because there's not enough volume. But what does news bring us? It brings us volume and volatility. So you can move into the lower time frames of Bitcoin and you can see that traders are preparing for CPI. Volume is increasing. As you can see, this huge red candle coming up here. But as I said, it could be just a fake out and price could be pushed up by the CPI itself. So that's Bitcoin. Now, if we go into Ethereum, we can see that also a big increase in volume, and we had two scenarios. We're either breaking down towards the downside or the upside. We did break out towards the downside, but we are currently forming somewhat of a double bottom. So I guess we're going to have to see what happens with that. Algorand, it kind of broke out of this correction pattern, so I don't really want to look at it anymore. It's kind of ugly. Polkadot also breaking out towards the downside. This could be an indicator before the actual CPI comes that the CPI is, positive. So if the CPI is positive, it means inflation is good or higher and not being tackled with the right way, and rate hikes may continue into the future. And yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait a few minutes. But another piece of info that I like to use is my tweet deck right here, where Walter Bloomberg is gonna let us know before Forex Factory exactly what the CPI news said. So let's just move into a few other pairs. Avalanche, we did take a short a while ago, maybe even a few weeks ago. And as you can see, as I said, it's moving down pretty nicely. So Solana also breaking out towards the downside, as I said. Ripple breaking out down. We didn't take any long opportunities. It was a beautiful chart, but it's kind of ugly right now. So we're just going to disregard Ripple for this moment in time. We did still have this nice head and shoulders pattern, the inverse one, and we do still have potential to move up, but it all depends on this news right now. And Matic, well, we're still making this correction pattern, so until we break out towards either the downside or the upside, we don't know what's going to happen. Now we have 2 minutes left until the actual CPI hits, so let's take a look at the US 500, which is probably the most important one. Well, you could see that, since the start of this whole chaos with, this pandemic, the prices were just going up because money was printed into the economy. There was too much money being printed for too little production actually happening because of production closing, all of these factories closing down, people not being able to work, etc. And this created a fake growth in the economy. A lot of people put their stimulus checks into the market and pushed it up. Now, we saw the top as they started announcing that they're going to increase rates or hike rates, and basically the market started falling down since then. And basically what we can expect is the market to go down to at least the 61 or 50% Fibonacci retracement level, because those are normal levels of retracement in a market. And currently we are around the 50%, so I wouldn't be surprised if the US 500 could make another upwards move right now. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see if this candle right now, this hourly candle, closes above this area. If it does close above, we have potential for the US 500 to move all the way up here. And personally, I'm not going to take any trades today because it is a volatile day and you know, I don't trust these candles right here. But if I were to take a trade, I would wait for this hourly candle. Oh, market's moving. As you can you see the volume, the amount of volume that's coming into the market? You can see the candle was like full and now it's all the way down. So let's see what the CPI is actually saying. Do we have any news right now? Unemployment claims is out, but CPI not yet. What does my boy Walter Bloomberg say from TweetDeck? Consumer prices plus 0.4, consensus plus 0.3. So this should push the market down. So we're looking at the US 500 right now. We could engage another view when it comes to Bitcoin on this other chart right here. And we can see that Bitcoin is also making a move towards the downside, right? CPI is happening. Boom, boom. Look at this. Look at how big this candle is. And boom, the US 500. Wow. Wow. Absolutely great. I told you, okay? If the CPI is positive, inflation is terrible, and the market is dropping like crazy. Now, why didn't I take any trades? Why didn't I tell you to take any trades? Why didn't I go live right now? Because I want you guys to learn a lesson. CPI comes out once every month, and I find opportunities such as these all the time. So subscribe to the channel, learn how to trade, learn how to take advantage of these moves, and then we can move forward. You know, we start making some money together. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for this candle to close, right? In the next hour, we're gonna see where it closes. Next 4 hour, we're gonna see where it closes, and the daily time frame, we're gonna see where it closes. And personally, what I'm gonna be looking for right now is, you know, I like to avoid all of this volatility in the market. I don't like to trade CPI because it's too volatile, and I don't like gambling my precious money because who knows what the CPI is gonna say? Are they gonna say up? Are they gonna say down? It's very dangerous. But what I do like to trade is the aftermath of CPI. So let's see, first of all, where the hourly candle closes. If the hourly candle closes bearish, what we're gonna wait for is the next hourly candle to make a wick up into this level right here and break the low of the previous hourly candle. And in that case, we would take a short position with the stop loss, you know, above this zone of resistance, targeting this area down here around the 61% fib retracement level on the US 500, right? On Bitcoin, it's a little bit different. It's pretty much a similar thing. Wow, see, prices are getting beaten right now, absolutely beaten. And what you can see right now on the 4 hour or 1 hour time frame on Bitcoin, on the 4 hour, if we do make a close below, or let's just stick to the daily for Bitcoin because it is quite volatile. If we make a close below on the daily and the next daily candle makes a wick up first and then breaks the low of the previous candle, I'm going to take a large scale short position targeting the 10K level on Bitcoin with a risk to reward of a whopping 4.7. So if it goes down into the 10K level, I made 4.7 or almost 5 times my invested money in, you know, what could be just a few weeks, right? So that's it for Bitcoin. Wait for the daily candle to close. US 500, we can first, since it is very volatile in the entire market, we can first try to wait for the hourly candle to close and see if the next hourly candle makes a wick up first and then breaks the low of the previous candle. Or if that doesn't happen, then we move up to the 4 hour time frame, see if the 4 hour closes and then the next one wicks up and breaks the low of the previous candle. Or if that doesn't happen, we're looking at the daily. So as you can see, we have a lot of different opportunities that we could potentially take advantage of. And of course, as always, I'm going to leave you updated with this tomorrow. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Ethereum, similar situation. We see a close below, we see a wick up and a break of the previous low. We're entering a short position. Polkadot, AVAX. Well, AVAX, we already took a short. DOT, as you can see, breaking down below, we have a target level. Why? Well, because I plotted it based on the previous zones of support. So if we see a close down below and if we see the next wick up and then a break of the previous low, well, we are moving more down and we are in the money. Boys, this is a good opportunity. Now, the one problem is the trading week is ending soon, so we're going to have to capitalize on this today and tomorrow before the market closes. So let's see. But you know, all of these trades right here that I'm talking about are mostly swing trades, so you're not going to care that the market is closing on Friday. We're not scalping. We're literally using a scalping type entry, right? That is a very, very high probability chance that the price will continue moving down if we see on any of these crypto pairs the next candle wake up and break the low of the previous candle. That was your crypto trading update for today. Check it out. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more and if you want to get updated, and I will see you all in the next video. But first, I'm not a financial advisor and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the crypto or forex or stock market world. So thanks for watching and see you guys in the next one.